On.
God damn it.
All right. Well, hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where we're going to see as long as this one lasts. This week we are watching episode 4 of Ultraman Geed. I'm Nick. With me are Alex and Josh.
Uh,
And
Hello there?
okay. Yep. Didn't sound convinced that you
What?
were even here.
I'm losing connection again.
Oh boy. Well, all right.
You turned a high into 2.5 syllables.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
I'm
Oh, God.
encouraged by this.
My download speed has dropped down to 5.
What are you downloading?
Nothing.
All right. Cool. Well, we'll see
Okay.
how long this lasts.
We're
Anyway.
But my upload speed is 90.
I mean, hey, that's a weird.
Because there's no traffic on that line.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a weird disconnect there, actually.
There's no traffic on the upload.
Anyway, though, yeah. So this week we're talking about a job where you investigate aliens.
Does this not feel like the Friends naming convention?
We'll get a few more like that. Let's just say that.
Yeah, okay. It feels like the Friends naming convention. The
Yeah.
the one where you get a job investigating aliens. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I will say this is the
It
best
gives it
episode.
a level of charm, does it not?
Yeah. I will also say, for the viewers out there, this is the same week that we recorded our Ultraman arc finale. Best version of best episode of Ultraman we've watched this week, right?
Oh my God, is it ever?
Not setting the bar crazy high on that one, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when they bathed together?
Yep. Anyway, this episode was directed by Koichi Sakamoto, who is like the main director of Geed.
Not even gonna give spoiler alerts over
No,
here, you
no.
jackass.
I
We'll
was
wait.
talking about Orb.
That is technically also true.
No, you weren't.
You ruined it.
And this is written by Otsuichi, as he likes to go by, who wrote like a shit ton of Geed, and that's pretty much it. But he's real good. He wrote the last 3 episodes. He wrote this episode. So yeah, this episode we're gonna get the Men in Black.
And a lot of CGI rooms.
We do get that, yes.
Yeah, we get a few of those.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, the episode starts with Pega doing flower shit because I think that's his job.
Pega, barely knew ya.
Yep. And Pega and Liha have a moment about moms because Liha doesn't have one because a monster fucking killed them. Again, set up so well that she is plagued by the death of her parents.
So what you're saying is she has daddy issues. Yeah.
Awful. Again, I'll say this right now, having watched 2 episodes that at least minorly deal with like parental death and issues, like the way they handle Liha's versus the way they handle Yuma's, so much more convincing, right?
Well, they give it to us at episode 4 so that we can grow with this information.
Dude, they give it to us in episode 2.
Well, yeah, you're right. Like we're already building upon it.
And it's like, unlike for Yuma, this is one of her big driving forces for the show.
Which it should have been Yuma's.
Yeah, it should have been, but it wasn't. Anyway, you guys can watch our episode about that.
Imagination, yeah. Alex.
So now we're gonna get introduced officially to a character we've seen a while. Mao.
Best girl Mao.
Wonderful and adorable and probably more than a little bit fucking crazy.
A little bit?
I said more than a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's more accurate.
Yeah.
We'll find
Um,
that out
But
near the end.
she's onto it though.
All right, no, like she knows what she's about. She
Yeah,
knows who she is.
yeah, she wants that Riku.
The the scene where she's still on the ground after she doesn't have to be, and she's kicking her legs and giving the pouty face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Doesn't try to get up, just laying there.
No, no, but the minute she like secures that it's fine, she's like back to business. I'm like, yeah, that was 1 second too long.
Yep.
Or 1 second not long enough.
Oh, I mean, it was many seconds, not long enough.
We also get
You
her partner
pervert.
who is kicking
I'm
ass
not though.
because he gets to play every Ultraman, and now you get to see him as a person kick ass.
He
Yeah,
still
but
doesn't
you know
talk.
what?
He still doesn't talk.
I was about to
I
say
mean,
it. You.
kind of does, just not the way we're
He
used to.
doesn't though.
Yeah, but he speaks internally.
Yeah.
But in an outwards motion. But
They
without his
should have
mouth.
just put a mask on him. Who cares?
Yep.
They did in one scene.
Yeah, they do sometimes, just not very often.
Spoiler alert, he's an alien.
Yep. Because we get several aliens.
Not a
in the
lot. Not a
forecast.
big spoiler for this episode.
Yep. They're also
Well, I didn't want
there.
people thinking he was a telepath.
They're also there to stop, illegal importation of exoflora.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're basically glorified customs.
Yeah, no, they are 100% customs. They're customs. They're like, their entire job is, hey, this isn't really supposed to be on our planet. We need to get rid of this thing.
They did a real bad job with the MIB movies. It really did not show an accurate picture of what policing is really like.
Yeah, it should have had one of them poke a plant and immediately expose themselves to spores.
Can I just say that if you have a cheeky, cute smile as you faint, that's just, I don't know. Were you practicing for fainting?
First of all, Alex, you've seen me faint multiple times, and you know I have a cutesy smile.
Mm-hmm.
That's after you hit the ground, though.
And ass up.
Yeah. So they bring in the alien who
I
brought
agree
in
with that.
the plant, and they bring in the plant, and then we get our crazy CGI room. It's cool. I like the little matrixy thing that looks kind of like a flower in the background. I really wish I could see what this room actually looked like. I'm betting it's just green with like a panel in front of him.
I've never known so much green existed in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, the fact that they don't have a lot of green reflection on their clothing means it was probably a rather large room.
Yeah.
Or because I don't think this had the budget to have the what was the name of the sound stage they used for Kenobi? The Void? You know what I'm talking about, Josh?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's this sound stage that's it projects a three-dimensional image for the camera's perspective.
Huh.
It creates the illusion of depth, but it's really just a sound stage. It's like having a green screen, but the green screen is rendered in real time.
I think it was first used in Mando.
Yeah, I mean that particular one, I think you're right. I just can't remember the name of it. I want to say it
Yeah.
was the Void, but that's not. I don't think that's right. But maybe I can look it up. But yeah, this felt like a rather large room. It felt like a good green screen effect. Like obviously it's a CG room, but it didn't look low budget. The effect, at least, because like even right now, like you'd get a little green splash on like my hair if you were to chroma key out my green screen.
Yeah.
So I think they had at least the budget for a larger room.
I think so. I want to say that Tsuburaya Productions has like a fairly large sound stage. This was like after they had started like building up money again.
It's called the Volume.
Mhm. Ooh,
Which volume is it?
it's that. It's volume 2 of Dan to Dan.
Oh, that's still not in yet. That's
Yep.
Monday.
volume. It's volume 5.
Volume 5's in stock, I'm pretty sure.
It is, but
Yeah. Anyway.
I need to get through the first 4 first.
Of the Star Wars series, you plebes.
Yeah. So yeah,
Pleb?
so the two of them are talking about how Jeed
Start with me.
has shown up, and they're like they want to know what they should do because he looks like Belial, and the
Can I just say,
You
like,
kill him.
like we need to get over that because the Venom eyes are the coolest.
yeah, so they talk about like what should we do, and their response is, well, I mean, the fucking Ultras literally sent Zero here. That's better than anything we can possibly do. We have nothing compared to that.
Can we also point out that assuming this is his true form, right? Where
His nose goes inward.
yeah, it's like
Yep.
a perfect inverse.
Yep.
So like if you look at it the wrong way, it looks like it's external, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa.
Yep. Yep. Zena is the name of that character. He is an alien shadow.
But
And
he's
he is
golden.
his species first appeared in Ultra 7 because 7
Yeah.
is debatably the most important Ultra series.
Where 7 wiped out his species.
I don't know that for sure, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Was headcanon for me, so.
And then we cut to Liha doing sword shit because that's kind of her thing.
And Alex fell asleep.
Alex, she's doing sword shit. You know you love it.
I didn't want to talk about this the first time. I don't want to talk about it again.
First of all, we can just appreciate, like,
Her
that is
technique.
clear. Like, she is very technically capable with that sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
she,
how
I
would
want to
you
see
get...
I would love to see a cut-free routine.
Yeah.
yeah, she could perform so many circumcisions with that.
Just gonna say this, Alex. Here's your dream.
No, I think you lost. I think you lost it after that.
Nope. Here's your dream, Alex. Let me sell you on this. She appears as a supporting character in Ahsoka. The actress shows up in that, and they just let her do swordsmanship.
Are you saying that did happen and I
No, but
missed it?
I'm saying, how would you feel if that had happened?
Oh, and I
But-
missed it?
But
if they're like, hey,
she's a
season 2,
Kowakian
she's
monkey
just gonna
lizard when she does it.
season 2, we're gonna have like a 4-minute fight with 0 cuts, and it's just gonna be her doing swordsmanship.
Oh, dude. Oh. There are a few things I want more than that. Like
The fact that she's a Kowakian monkey
for
lizard.
for one, I don't even give a shit. Like a no cut 4-minute long fight scene. Oh, with exquisite swordsmanship that she obviously has.
Oh yeah. Again, trained.
Oh, that would be a masterpiece.
Trained.
That would
competitive martial artist.
elevate this series so much more than it deserves.
Yep. Trained competitive martial artist. That's all I'm saying. Like, she is an
It's so
insanely
easy.
capable.
It would be so easy, and she would be a fantastic addition to that series. Honestly, I bet it would be so easy to fit her in to a sword wielding or a lightsaber wielding character.
Yeah. You can just.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that. Don't. Okay, Nick.
I
New
gave
rule:
you.
no more ideas.
I gave you the sun and then promptly
now I don't.
throw you
Now
back
I don't
to the
care about
darkness.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So then Riku shows up on his bike.
I don't care.
He's like, "Hey, I've got this bike," and she's like, well, "Do you remember why you have a bike?
He's such an idiot.
Because you need it for
ride?
shopping, you dumbass.
Where are your
So-
training wheels, you bitch?
Why don't you have a fucking basket like you're supposed to?"
Hey man, as someone who I use my bike for my primary transport, one basket is doable, but man, no baskets is not.
Yep.
You got to have like a front and a back basket, man. Like, what are you doing? This is non economical. That is a road bike.
Okay, that's again. He didn't.
It's a nice road bike.
Yeah, it's real. It's real shame that he just allows it to be stolen in front of himself.
Yep.
Please,
Yeah.
I need your bike. Forcefully takes it. Rise
Yeah.
up.
We also get
But
the reveal that they didn't turn in the plant to customs. The plants are still in their car because she is adorable, but like many other characters in this show, a dumbass. She's like making all these like cutesy gestures, like, "Hey, so like, I really need you to be endeared to me before I say that I fucked up. So I'm gonna make myself as adorable as possible right before letting you know that we still have an illegal plant in the back of the car."
He literally does the whole.
Yep, she does like the
senpai.
little kawaii shit, like making kissy face, pouting real hard.
What if I stuff my face
Like
full of
I'm
food?
watching this scene on mute, and everything is being communicated.
Oh yeah. Yep, she's just
Ah!
selling it as hard as she can.
This is a classic example of weaponization.
Oh yeah. No, she knows full well like, okay, if I'm cute enough, I
What?
won't get in trouble.
God damn it.
Maybe they'll forgive.
Yep. So then they're on to their
Spoiler: they don't, and they whip her.
all right, you watched a different show, but cool. That sounds like a fun time, I guess.
I downloaded the wrong cheat.
All right, cool. So yeah.
For watching the porno version of every show we've watched so far.
You know what? Good for you for finding that. I didn't even know that existed. Congratulations.
Bro, Rule 34 is not actually a theory. Like it's just a law. Like
Mhm.
theories are things that have an enormous amount of evidence behind them. Laws are basic facts.
Yeah. Now that we're on the internet, eventually I'm going to come across me.
Yep.
And that's going to be a great day.
Yep. All right.
Oh, I
next.
just realized the end result of that thought. I don't like it.
Yep.
Ha!
Anyway,
Uh,
so they're gonna go hunt down another alien
Be
because
going to town on myself.
that we have seen before.
Yep.
Am
Oh,
I
yeah. This show's
right?
really
We've
good about
seen
that.
this species of aliens before.
I believe so. I have. I know that.
I think wasn't this alien in the coffee shop in Orb?
I want to say you're right. This is another Ultra 7 callback. Yes, they were in Orb. Yeah, it's the one lady in Orb.
All right.
Yeah, but
It's
this
not the
is
same. It's not the same alien.
no, but it's the same species.
It's the same species.
Yeah,
Because they don't all look alike.
I mean, some of them are different
they do.
colors. That's an actual thing. Some of them are different colors.
Guys, I'm giving you an out.
No, there's like some that are like
Jeez,
purple
no,
too, I think.
we're already in.
But yeah,
It's cold outside.
Terrible.
I will also say, so bringing that up, this episode is actually kind of a big callback to Ultra 7. So we find out that this alien has an King, and that was like a thing in the episode of Ultra 7 they were introduced in, was they had King. So it's a big callback to that episode.
I love the fact that his little antennae spin.
I very much
Are those
love
not his
King.
eyeballs?
Kind of. Maybe it's tough to
Why
say.
not both?
They're definitely a sensory organ. Yeah, so then Riku jumps in
That
front of
doesn't
her.
mean they're equivalent.
Yeah. So anyway, she steals Riku's bike. Riku jumps in front of her. She turns her hand into a lightsaber and then shoots electricity at him.
Yeah, it would have been a lot cooler if it was a steel sword and she was a space samurai.
We'll get that eventually.
Zangil. I'm trying to say, Alex, that she would have been cooler as Zangil.
Well, we're not going to get that, but we will eventually get Juggler for the movie.
Fuck yeah.
What's wrong with energy swords?
The way
Just
you
wait.
said it.
Yeah, so then Mao pulls up and she's like, "Oh, hey, Riku. Look at you. You look so tall and handsome, and I am way too horny for you already."
Oh, what's this wet spot underneath us?
This episode is her being obscenely thirsty. Get ready for that. She is down bad the rest of the series. Like, she is
Coming to the car.
constantly trying to get with him. She also tells him that they're insurance salespeople.
Great cover.
Yep.
Selling insurance must be a really rough job.
Yep.
It's a line. It's a line from the show.
It doesn't help the way you said it sounded like there should have been music behind it.
Mm-hmm.
There was music behind it when it was originally said.
Not the kind of music you meant.
Where's Scott? I need his soundboard.
I also love how Mao's like so flirt. Like, and on the drive, Zena's like, "You know this guy?" She's like, "Yeah, he's like my little brother, kinda. You know, like we lived together." Slap. I can't acknowledge that I'm feeling something weird, so I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
pretend it doesn't exist.
I got stuck once and he helped me out.
Oh God. All right, sure, why not? And then we cut to oh gosh, what's his name? Fuck. The author, Fukuida, as he is talking to his
Got
editor,
nothing for the name.
and we find out that that Fukuida, there are fragments of his god, his god's soul scattered across space, and when he closes his eyes, he can communicate with them.
Dear God, he's a Scientologist.
I mean, worshipping Belial's super similar, yeah. Again, worshipping Belial's super similar to being a Scientologist, apparently. And then we get what, as Josh was watching this in Discord earlier, was his biggest reaction. Oh shit, adults can have little stars in them?
And non-humans.
Yep.
Well, first of all, they're called big stars now, in my eyes.
Yeah, so
If they're an adult, it's a big star. Otherwise, it's just weird.
and then we get our incidental moment that brings Leto and Zero into the mix, where Leto is holding on to his last like yen coin, and she rides by and he accidentally tosses it into the fucking river.
That dumbass.
Yep. Starts crying, immediately pulls off his glasses and jumps out of the way as an King rises from the river.
Oh no, danger!
Oh shit, now I've got to be Zero. You guys don't understand. My dad told me about this. We're gonna have to kill this fucker.
Wait, Zero's dad or this guy's dad?
You gotta remember, Josh, who's Zero's dad.
I know, it's Seven.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah. Anyway, though,
War cried.
Yep. So Leto is like, well, what should we do? He's like, oh, we're not going to do anything. I can't transform back yet. I'm too gassed from the last time. We got to wait.
And he's like, I just not feeling it.
And then Rem tells us about Ella King. And that the alien pits basically use them as like pets and weapons.
Kaiju Fight Club?
Kind of. And then I love Mao's like, all right, we insurance people are on it, and just fucking dash after her.
Yeah, it had very something insurance people.
Yep. And apparently Pega's just been hanging out in the back seat the entire time. And then Liha runs into
Sniffing
her,
the seats.
thus
Oh my
starting
god.
what will assuredly be nothing but a healthy relationship between two female characters.
This episode is not getting monetized.
This episode probably fails the Bechdel test.
Yeah, I think it does actually.
Yep. It 100% does. But yeah,
But you know what? You go, I go, we go.
I
On
think
the break-
our episode fails the Bechdel test.
our episode fails the Bechdel test by default, considering there are
By
no
default,
women.
there are two women here.
Yep.
One of these days, folks, Patreon goals.
Patreon goals.
We'll finally
We will-
talk to women.
Yep. Patreon goals. We will convince two of our female friends to come on here and talk about anything other than men.
But they will not be
It's
allowed
an
to talk to
Ultraman
each
show.
other.
Please don't talk about that.
You guys are going to sit here for about 10 minutes, talk about whatever you feel like, as long as it's not men. All right, fuck off.
I feel like it's also relevant to the Bechdel test that their speeches. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be relevant to the plot.
No.
I
It
feel
just
like
has
that's
to.
actually kind of. I feel like that's actually a blind spot in the Bechdel test.
It
Like
is.
their speech should be important to the plot.
It should be. But the
Or at
Bechdel
least
test doesn't take that into account, sadly.
Yeah, because the bar is so fucking low.
Yeah, eventually we'll get to the point where we'll have a new test that requires that it serves a purpose.
Well,
but
maybe
for now,
I'm proposing that it should be levels. Like if you get like that's level 1. You know, level 2 is the speech matters.
Yep.
What's
Which
level
is
3?
such a low level. Oh,
So
oh, I
anyway,
feel terrible.
then we get Riku turning into Jeed
Are you
to
running a
fight the Ella
fever?
King.
Jeed,
Yes.
I go.
You
Here
go.
we go. Here we go.
We go.
We go.
Gee.
All right, I'm gonna
Why
just
is it in
accidentally
English?
summon the specter of my demonic-looking father to empower me.
Hey man,
'Cause
it's not
sins
the
of a
power
father.
it's not the destructive power of the tool you use. It's how you use it.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
The eyes are cool.
Oh no, 100, dude. You're talking to the person who like
But
scams
he
the
will
fuck out of this show.
suffer. Alex,
Anyway.
he will suffer from the sins of his father,
I mean, kind of.
as he's crucified at the end.
No, this was during that like 10-year. Yeah, this was during that 10 years where they didn't crucify any Ultramen.
Oh,
Well,
they gave him a break.
Well, we're gonna film our own Jeed, and we're gonna have crucifixions and
No.
get in.
And
No.
we're going to make it so people suddenly have problems with their parents dying instead of having it established well over the course of the series. And oh, wait, I just made Arc.
Ew. Can you make it better?
Apparently not. He just proposed Arc.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, you know, you take a shit and throw it at the script and still be better than some of the plot points in Arc.
Wow.
That's a bold statement, bud. I know that
I'm saying it.
we're pretty
feel like
sour
you're
on Arc
still-
right now, but fuck.
He's still bitter. He's still bitter about Doctor Who.
No, he's still bitter about those people on Reddit who said that Arc ended better than Blazar.
What he said.
Yeah. No, there were like a lot of people on Reddit who thought it ended better.
Fucking dumbasses.
Wow.
Fucking go out and touch grass, you piece
Yeah.
of shit.
So anyway, Jesus. So anyway, this alien
Okay,
pit's like,
boomer.
Get off my fucking.
I was sent here to conquer, and then I chose not to, and now the Ella King is kind of running wild because it's supposed to bond with me or some bullshit. And then Mao
Are they like
hugs her
the
and is
Goku
like,
of this universe?
"Yep." Mao hugs her. She's like, "All right, well, we're gonna help you because we're insurance salespeople."
What did you just say?
You heard me.
No. Who did you say was Goku?
The girl that was supposed to conquer the planet, then decided not to because she got bonked on the head.
I don't think she was bonked on the head, but that is canonically how Goku starts. Yes.
I was like, I don't think I buy this. Mm.
She did go native like Goku.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, so yeah, we get a little bit of a back and forth between Jeed and the Ella King. It's kind of fucking dope. The alien pit.
He bends that eye stalk in all the way.
Oh yeah, he's trying his best, and the alien pit realizes that the little star is what the Ella King's chasing. So she's gonna try to wish it to Jeed.
So she had the thing in her the whole time while she raised this thing.
Maybe it's left nebulous. I think like it's what it realized that if I had to guess, she raised it. Then the little
Yes.
star appeared inside of her. It realized that it was easy to track her that way, so it didn't need like it could figure out wherever she was based off of that. It's like how if you have a dog and then one day you decide to spray yourself with Axe body spray for 30 days in a row, that dog's going to realize, oh, I can just smell the Axe and follow you.
But it has to be like a full can a day.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yep. You have to be drowning in that shit.
I was gonna say before you brought in that horrible detail, your yes anding over here is devastating.
Mm-hmm.
That Nick, is that just like post-processed trauma over here? Like
I'm not
Yeah.
going to say that.
we
I'm
all
gonna,
lived through the era of Axe body spray.
some of us have
And
had
it
to deal
was
with that far more
miserable.
recently than others, and almost and was
I was gonna
told
say,
straight up.
have you happened to been exposed to a locker room recently for
No, but
middle school children? Because
no,
that reminds me of when I was in middle school.
Or the
no,
days of the
but
chocolate flavored Axe body spray.
gross.
Oh
No, I will
God,
say that
what?
at one
Yeah.
point a hallway was turned into what I considered to be a biohazard because of that. And oh no, I was told at one point, sir, you're turning bright red. Are you okay? As I was gagging uncontrollably.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a bad day. We went
Yikes.
a different way in the hall that day. That's all I'm gonna say.
We went the long way.
Yes, we did. There was the short way, which went right back, and there was the long way, which went down the stairs, around, and up a different flight of stairs.
Hey, everybody, we're not using the fire alarms, but fire drill. Let's
Yep.
go. Everybody, fire drill.
Yep.
Somebody lights some
Oh,
ashtrays in
we
that
also
hallway. Just
No.
so we also get a little bit of
Some kid, some punk ass kid with a leather jacket's got a Zippo.
yeah.
No.
So we get a super important lore dump that's almost like casually tossed out, where Mao was the person who did the whole sitting around doing nothing won't get us anywhere, and she was the one who taught that to Riku as a kid. So yeah, canonically, we get a lore dump on she came up with that idea and passed it off to him, which it doesn't give us points on the Bechdel test, but having the
Nope.
main character's catchphrase come from a woman has to give the show points for something.
Hold on.
Not if it's just a thirst trap.
No, I mean, yeah, but it can be both.
If it's only a mechanism for romance, then it fails the Bechdel test harder because it should be like the Bechdel test. It should be something of essence where it's like disassociated with the male aspects of the show or of the movie.
Mhm.
She should not be a mechanism for use by the man. Like you could.
I would say
It feels cheap. It feels cheapened.
I would say
I'm not an expert on the Bechdel test. Don't even.
no.
don't
I
even
get that, and I'm not saying this helps us in any way on that. I'm just saying I think it does at least give this point. Again, it's not helping on the Bechdel test, but
It would help. I think it would be better if she was phrasing herself as a friend instead of this thirst, this thirst that this episode has.
Let me
yeah,
ruin this even more.
All right,
She
go
was
for it.
saying it to get him into bed.
All right, well that's worse. Yes.
And he was too dumb to realize.
We could have a conversation about a situation like that I had at one point. It was super weird in hindsight, and it took me at least 5 years to realize it.
Just fucking, you're just like 5 years down the road, you're having lunch randomly, and you're just like, oh.
No shit.
It was like, oh wait, that wasn't okay. As I'm like talking with friends, I'm like, wait, that wasn't okay, was it? No, it wasn't. Anyway, so
It's
then
never
now,
okay. It's never okay when you tell a story like, "Oh yeah, this thing happened to me," and then through the telling of stories, your friend goes, "Dude, did you not see what happened to you?"
yeah. Anyway, so Mal gets the plant out because she realizes, oh, I can use this. I have this plant that'll knock the Ella King unconscious.
She Bill Cosby that bitch.
Yeah. Also, she knocked herself out and Xena too.
I keep making Alex turn away in pain.
So much pain.
Yep. And then we get the switch off to out of primitive to solid burning in order to fight the Ella King.
Still super cool fucking design.
I do love solid burning a lot. I think
Before we get
get
solid burning, though, we do get the light whip that wraps around our Ultraman's neck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell if this was like his tail or his penal.
It was very unfortunately framed.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
That's fair.
I will say the fight budget in this episode was a little lacking.
That's fair. We're gonna see
There's
it
a
go
lot
up.
of fucking.
It went into the room CGI.
It did go. A lot of this went to the room CGI. I'm gonna be honest. Like that room looked pretty good considering.
Yeah. We had to borrow the volume.
Yep. I'm sorry. There's gonna be some weird shots for the fight, but this room's gonna look very passable.
There was just some weird cuts that I was like, why did it didn't look like Ultraman flew that direction and then he slammed into the wall, going much faster than I thought. I don't know. It just felt a little disconnected.
That's fair. We also get a baby Ella King, which is super adorable in his weird larva form.
But it doesn't make sense. The whole like, oh, let him rest in peace, kill his ass. Like, I did not understand the motivation at the end.
He's become too much of a monster. You have to put him down. It should have been a give him his final rest.
Yeah, it's like a dog when it gets rabies.
Yeah, and then we get a sick ass slugger punch.
Yeah, he just old yeller that bitch.
He did, and then.
Yeah, but it didn't have the emotional tie that I wanted it to have. Like I wanted it to be like a.
All the emotion was in that whole put him down.
Yep. And then we get our next capsule, Ultraman Hikari.
Oh, a blue Ultraman.
A blue one.
Cool.
Yeah, I wonder what the next form's gonna look like.
I got a shiny Ultraman.
I wonder what color the next form's gonna be.
Purple.
No, that's later
To be
in the
fair,
season.
that's a good guess.
That's later in the season. We get the purple form.
Probably gonna be blue.
Yeah, no, it's very obvious. Considering we see it in the fucking opening sequence, yes, it's a blue form.
Do we?
Yes. I would put money on yes, we see that. And then we also see Fukuida collect the Elikin's essence and make his own capsule with it. That couldn't possibly turn out to be awesome and terrifying and super fucking badass looking later on.
Are you trying to tell me that this guy has capsule monsters?
Yes, he does have that other thing from Ultra 7. This is all a giant reference to that series, yes.
Yeah.
This
A Pokemon reference being
was...
an Ultraman reference.
I think this was the 50th anniversary for Ultra 7.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the 50th year for 7. Yeah, so then they go hang out at the shop owner's new shop, which is a van down by the river. Yeah.
God!
Josh
Kick me
hurt
off
himself.
so
It was
bad.
so good.
No, my dog kicked me.
It's literally a van down by the river.
I want
Ow.
to see. I want to see Chris Farley in his Beverly Hills Ninja get up.
No, he's dead.
Makes it even better. Yeah, so then they're drinking their drinks, and
You're a
Riku's
monster,
like, "So what
Alex.
happened with that weird lady?" And Mao's like, "I don't know I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not acting weird. You're acting weird. Who's this bitch that you just called over? Why is
Who
she
is she?
pretty?"
It's fine. We're just living together. Don't you think you want? We bathe together.
Yeah. He's seen me naked. I've seen him naked. Can you top that shit? Please tell me you can't, or I will kill myself.
He's at least this big.
No. The energy in the scene is so fucking weird where she pats her on the head like, congratulations. If you ever fucking try any shit, I will kill you.
I have my ways. I have a plan.
I can make you disappear. We can have you deported to space.
Deported to space.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this free real estate called the Moon? I hear the turtles love it.
Yep. And then
That's a reference to Gemra.
Mao has a fucking nervous breakdown over the idea of them being close. And Leto's there, because Leto is the best.
Yeah.
He shows up, he's like, hey, I'm gonna give you my card. Here you go. I am 7. Not really, sorry. I am 0.
Would have been so much cooler if he was 7, because he would just kill the guy right then and there.
Yeah. So I'm 0. It's good to meet you. Um, yeah, I was sent here to make sure that you're not Belial.
Are you Belial? No?
No,
Huh?
that's a complicated question. We can answer that later in the season.
I mean, I use him.
Yeah. All right. Also, keep being dope. I'm gonna let Leto take back over. Goodbye.
But yeah.
And Riku's like, this was easily the weirdest interaction I've had today, and that's saying something.
I thought this was an underwhelming interaction compared to last
Yep. Like, I I think that I talked to 2 people, but there was only 1 person, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. But everything else today has been really weird, so maybe this is just normal now. Maybe I don't know
Okay,
what normal is
I've got a
anymore.
good way. There's a good way of solving this problem right now, Riku.
Hmm.
Walk towards the women.
Um,
No.
It'll get less
Walk
weird
to
because that's gonna
Peku.
get only weirder.
I'm gonna say this: there is no situation where it gets less weird for him. Every direction he walks is gonna be a type of weird. It just depends on which weird he is most prepared for mentally.
And the answer is none.
So yeah. Anyway, that was the episode. Obviously, we've been joking around about it, but I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I think this is a fun episode, and this is like the final part of intro. So we've had these characters introduced before, but this is our first focal episode for the Men in Black characters. Yeah, I like this one a lot. What did you guys think?
Let him speak.
All right,
Who?
Josh, it's your turn, I guess.
Okay. So first of all,
I meant the Men in Black guy. I don't
Yeah.
even remember his name.
Yeah, no,
I've
it was
said what I needed to say. I made the inappropriate jokes that he was too afraid of.
okay. You're pointing at me, but yes. Okay,
That
now
he
you're
was too
pointing at
afraid
him.
of.
Yep, yep. Now you're pointing at Alex. But yeah, no. Again, this is a fun episode. I would say this fight was maybe not the best. Like we had three really good fights in a row. This one is not as good, but that's because it's a little more charactery. Like we're really trying to establish like the last part of our core human cast, well, human and humanoid alien cast, before we move into the next part of this show. I will warn you guys, I'm not the biggest fan of the next episode. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's not as good as these first four. But again, it's not bad by any means.
A little
Uh,
slow.
yeah. So any final thoughts before we wrap this one?
No, it's been fun so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty good.
All right. So tune in next time where we watch episode 5, Partners. Bye bye.
Bye.